And that's one of the reasons why Jay-Z is always considered one of the greats. It's the reason why he was inducted to the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. It's the reason why they took all of his lyrics and put it in a book. It's the reason why he's also one of the rappers that's being studied in school. It's because of stuff like this. This reads like a novel. It reads like a story. Yo. Welcome back, and we are here at our final segment. We call the rhyme segment. And this is the segment where we pick some bars and we talk about them because we like them and we feel that you should listen to us talk about them. Because we like them. And so this week, if you haven't been able to figure out who we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about recent Hall of Fame inductee, none other than Marcy's son, Sean Jay-Z Carter. Jay-Z is,
old.
No. Jay-Z is in constant conversation for one of the GOATs, the GOAT. He's in constant conversation of being one of the best lyricists ever. I wanted to talk about some lyrics from Jay-Z that I hold near and dear. Not because I can relate, but because the vivid nature in which he describes things on this particular song made me be like, wow. Okay? And so I'm going to talk about lyrics from the song Where I'm From, off of the second album, the Volume 1 in My Lifetime, the album that a lot of people do not like, but I proudly claim is one of my favorite Jay-Z albums.
Which one?
Volume 1 in My Lifetime.
Alrighty.
A lot of people don't like this album. They feel like it's too, radio friendly.
Volume 1 in My Lifetime. That is with You Belong to the City, with Blackstreet,
It's
Sunshine.
It's also with You Must Love Me.
My Sunshine with Babyface. Right.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that. He doesn't like that.
I'm one of those people that was not that I do not like the album, but I was disappointed in the direction where it seemed like he was going after Reasonable Doubt.
And one of the things, before we get into the lyrics, one of the things that Jay-Z did say when he wound up doing the second volume, which is Volume 2, he said that, which is Hard Knock Life. He said that on Hard Knock Life, well, he said Reasonable Doubt was, whatever, he financed it, whatever. His first album, everyone says that your first album takes your lifetime to make. Then he said that he purposefully went for the money and the radio-friendly songs. And he was like, I didn't do too well on that. And he said Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, is the perfect marriage between Reasonable Doubt and In My Lifetime. But where I'm from, Cough Up a Lung, is he talks about his life. And he chronicles things in the streets of Marcy projects. So we're going to focus on the second verse, which is the verse that I like a lot. So he says, I'm from the place where the church is the flakiest. And I've been praying to God so long that they atheists. Where you can't put your vest away and say you'll wear it tomorrow. Because the day after we'll be saying, damn, I was just with him yesterday. I'm a block away from hell, not enough shots away from stray shells. An ounce away from a triple beam, still using a handheld weight scale. You're laughing. You You know the place well, where the liquor stores and the base dwell. And government? Fuck government. This politic they sells, where we call the cops the A-team because they hop out of vans and spray things. And life expectancy so low we make out wills at 18. Where how you get rid of guys who step out of line, your rep solidifies. So tell me when I rap, you think I give a fuck who criticize. If the shit is lies, God strike me. And I got a question. Are you forgiving guys who live just like me? We'll never know. One day I prayed to you and said if I ever blow, I'd let them know the stakes and exactly what takes place in the ghetto. Promise fulfilled, still I feel my job ain't done. Cough up a lung. Where I'm from, Marcy son, ain't nothing nice. Listen, Mr. Sean Carter, thank you for this verse. First of all, for me, the entire song is fantastic. I don't know what it is about, certain songs where the second verse be the verse that be hitting me all the time. I don't know. It's been like that for a lot of songs. Brooklyn is a place that isn't nice in certain areas, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of rappers chronicle their lives and pretty much call some of their Brooklyn neighborhoods reminiscent to hell. First of all, what I love about this song is the church bells that are playing in the beat, right? And how dark it sounds. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Them drums, right? For him to start off the second verse and say, I'm from the place where the church is the flakiest. And been praying to God so long that they atheists, right? Where you can't put your vest away. So that lets you know that those two previous lines, the church is some BS for many reasons, and whatever the reasons are, he doesn't even need to detail, right? Because those people who are, have had similar experiences, they understand. Like, we prayed and nothing has ever happened, so now we don't believe in God. Specifically because we can't walk around without bulletproof vests. It is a sad depiction, but it's a true one. If you are a person who's not familiar, right, whether you lived in the neighborhood or not, but if you don't have anybody who lives in these type of circumstances, you hear something like this, you read this, and you just feel like, oh my God, what kind of life do you live? He does such a fantastic job of painting how bleak his life experiences are in this second verse. Not just him, but all of the black men, the people that live in these circumstances. The hook is, cough up a lung, where I'm from, Marcy's son, ain't nothing nice, but he's still celebratory about where he's from. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And not in the typical, this is where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Yo, shit is mad crazy where I'm from, and like celebratory. He's not really celebrating how terrible it is. He's just being as a matter of fact and being able to be intellectually cognizant of the situation, but still being able to be like, but this is where I'm from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a song about where I'm from. And most artists give up that, you know what I'm saying? Most artists have that song, that element or whatever. But we already know he's from Marcy. That's why he said he thought it reminds you. But the point of him reminding you where he's from and what it's like and what it is to look what I am. And where I came from. Like, I came from this, but look, this, hustler, and
still spending money for media.
Still spending money, and not only that, I am an artist that is doing very well as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Especially at this point in time. So doing very well. Yeah. Right.
He's the Rock Nation, Rockefeller Records, like, that's his. His first album is on his label. Yeah. Right. Talking about the definition of a true hustler. There's just so many lines to me that stand out where you can't put your vest away and say you'll wear it tomorrow because the day after we'll be saying, damn, I was just with him yesterday.
That's always been like,
it's always
one of my favorite funny lines. It's not funny, but it's funny. But
because it's like, it's real.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how many times have you said, yo, I just seen him, I was just with him, and it's not because he died under mysterious circumstances, right? The whole vest thing. It's violence. This is violence we're talking about. Like, damn.
Can't put your vest away and say I'll wear it tomorrow.
You can't. You can't. It's not a pair of sneakers.
Because the day after we'll be saying, damn, I just seen him yesterday.
Right. Right?
That's so clever.
I'm a block away from hell, not enough shots away from stray shells. So I don't need to explain that, just how heavy that feels. An ounce away from a triple beam, still using a handheld weight scale, you're laughing, you know the place well. Where the liquor stores and the base dwell, and government, fuck government, politic theyselves. It almost feels like a scene from a movie, you know, where you get to see the main character in his element and him navigating, you know, he done made it or whatever, he done navigated through the circumstances, but you still see all of the terribleness, you know, that's happening. And that's one of the reasons why Jay-Z is always considered one of the greats. It's the reason why he was inducted to the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. It's the reason why they took all of his lyrics and put it in a book. It's the reason why he's also one of the rappers that's being studied in school. It's because of stuff like this. This reads like a novel. It reads like a story.
We call the cops at 18
because
they hop out of vans and spray things. And life expectancy is so low, we make it out wills at 18.
Making out wills
at 18.
At 18. That's just, it just gives me chills. You know what I mean? So you think I give a fuck who criticize? If the shit is lies, God strike me. And I got a question: are you forgiving guys who live just like me? Well, we'll never know. And this is also a song where he kind of does the offbeat, onbeat rapping.
He does. And I was going to say, well, this not on the whole song, but this second verse.
This verse,
he flips the style.
Because there's certain parts of the song where he gotta cram in so much, where he can't be on time, but you gotta hear all of these things.
I know what you're saying, and I just believe just consciously he just rapped that way.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not saying that it was like, oh no, I'm going. No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I feel like he had so much to say, right? And he just, because he's a skilled lyricist, that he just knew how to deliver it. Are you forgiving guys who live just like me? We'll never know. One day I prayed to you and said, if I ever blow, I'd let him know the stakes and exactly what takes place in the ghetto. This is what he said, that this is what he was going to do, and this is what he's doing on the song. I'm going to tell y'all what it takes. What are the stakes? What are one of the stakes? You can't say I'm going to wear my vest tomorrow. That's one of the stakes of being in this life, coming from this neighborhood, those sort of things. Promise fulfilled, still I feel my job ain't done. Cough up along where I'm from, Marcy's son. Ain't nothing nice. Yeah. And then the chorus is just, he just repeats that mantra.
What we were saying was how he flipped, how the style that he used for that verse. And I just want to elaborate that because, you know, we sometimes talk about the lyric and we take in consideration the genius of the lyrics being written, but I always like to mention and incorporate the genius in the lyrics written, how it's said, and the emotion that is put into it just all in one is what makes a lot of verses like the verses that they are, opposed to, you know what I mean? Some stuff is really well written, but may just go over the beat just regular. Yeah. So to be able to like take something that's well written and to flip it over a beat and make it sound appealing is like a whole nother
skill level.
Yeah, because like I said, this verse, he doesn't say this verse regular.
No. And to me, that's also another reason. Yeah.
That's another thing with Jay-Z that, you know, he, whether people recognize it or not, he been flipping styles. Or he doesn't come on the track the same way all the time. Like with all the albums and all, you know, because some people, they change the music and be like, yeah, I did a collaboration with such and such drummer and this band or whatever, but you still rap the same, everything still, you just got different sound behind you. But
trust me, 3 rappers just popped into my head who do the same style every time. And it works for them. Yeah. You know? But this is what separates you from being good and being great. It's stuff like that. And it's another part of the reason why this verse sticks out to me, not just because of what he's saying, but it's also how he delivers the information. And then of course the beat. So it's like a 3 thing, right? It's like a little triad. It's the beat, it's what he's saying, and it's how he's saying it. And it just it's the perfect. It's perfect. It's the perfect triangle.
What people don't recognize, and also too, is he has a very particular way in the way he talks to you in his rap. You know what I'm saying? Most raps, they are talking to us. You know what I'm saying? But he has the line of like where he says, "You're laughing." But you know what I'm saying? It's just like that, in that little one bar to be like. It makes it more up close and personal,
but it's not.
It's not.
It's those things that elevate the verse.
Yeah, you're laughing. You know the place well, where the liquor stores and the base dwell. It makes it more of a close encounter type of thing. It's just like because you may have chuckled at the line before previous, but it's like you laughing like. But
it's serious.
But you know the place.
But you laughing, but you know it's true. And we say that all the time when people laugh at us telling something true. Like, you laughing, but you know I'm not lying, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So shouts out to Mr. Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z, a.k.a. Son of Marcy. Thank you.
Congratulations, salute.
Congratulations, sir.
Being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And congratulations to LL, because he also was an inductee.
The same time
as Jay-Z. That's another conversation.
It's
another conversation.
LL and Jay-Z inducted at the same time. People don't want to talk about Jay-Z as old, what I said in the beginning of this, but
good night. I cannot.
He just came into the game a little later. It's like you want to end the show? It's like Kane coming into the picture in 1995, 96.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was for DMX. DMX ain't popping until he's 27.
But he younger than Jay-Z.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying in relation to the people he came in the game with. I'm just saying, true. Like, he was considered old. But a lot of people, but that's because a lot of people didn't realize how much older Jay-Z was at the time.
Exactly. I know, because he still, like, he had the knowledge of the age that he was at, but he was still tinkering that age of an early, you know what I'm saying? He was tinkering the age of like a Biggie Smalls in them when he wasn't Biggie's age. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And there's that.
And it's basically almost like a whole... It's like 4 years probably. Yeah. Almost in between them. So that's like me going to high school and you already graduated. It's a lot. I'm in the 9th grade and you just graduated. That's a lot, dude. Holla at your boy.
And there we have it. Jay-Z. Salute to him.
Salute.
And salute to you guys for rocking with us. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know, what's your favorite Jay-Z lyric? Word. What's your favorite Jay-Z song? How did you feel about Where I'm From? Do you like the song? Do you not like the song?
Yeah.
And if you have any suggestions for beats, sneaks, or rhymes,
put it in the caption.
Put it in the comment section
comments, not the
below.
Caption, comments.
Make sure you subscribe, comment, and share.
Over there, somewhere. Put a button down here. Put something everywhere where I point, so it'll look like I'm pointing at something. Please, because she does all that. So let's put.
Okay. And there's that. All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Thank you for rocking with us. Peace out.